got the volume thing up here, Vince.
Voice check.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna put these little windscreens on.
Okay, see you later.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Just look at my shirt.
And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
Little things to make you what you are.
0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Sit right here.
When do I get there? I didn't want this. What is this doing up here? Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you. Carver's Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual, high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members. At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowlers.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here. When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happen.
Hi, dear. How are you?
We welcome you to Halldale High School, proud home of the Bulldogs, as Muncie Media Sports brings you field hockey on this beautiful autumn afternoon. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munsing. The coach, Mo McNally, joining me here for the call of this one. Chris Wheeler doing our production. Gary and Leanne in the house as well here from Munsing Media. I just saw Gary Verhill and his wife Leanne are here for the games today. We'll have two games for you here today.
Wicked field hockey fan. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Gary just came out over the air, and we'll let you know that this will be the first of two games we're doing today. We will also be at the soccer complex at 6 o'clock tonight for a night game as they will take on Spruce Mountain. So a doubleheader here in Bulldog Town. Glad you could be with us here. I want to thank all our wonderful sponsors. You were seeing their ads rolling in before the game here today. And want to welcome in Coach McNally, who's got the outlook here, Coach, for today's game between these two Mountain Valley Conference opponents.
Today's game is a tale of two teams going in two different directions, Rob. We've got Telstar coming in at 0-5. Coach Gail White, who is a well-respected coach, been there for a number of years at Telstar, is also the athletic director there, is trying to hold on to a program that only fields 11 varsity players today, and 4 of them have never played field hockey before. Goalkeepers only played in 3 games. Telstar sports a record of 0-5, hasn't scored many goals and has allowed quite a few of them. So she's looking for some improvement as the time goes on. She's looking to build a middle school program, so build her numbers up. But she's in the same boat a lot of teams are in the state, that the numbers at the high school are low to begin with. So the numbers are split. Numbers of girls are split between the teams that are playing in the fall. Halldale comes in at 2-2. They're ranked number 4. Amber Estes has been at the helm for a couple of years. We're going to hear some names today, Rob, that we've heard for the last 2 or 3 years. Jade Graham comes in as an all-state field hockey goalie. We've watched her progress the last 2 or 3 years, and she covers a lot of territory in the goal cage.
Yeah, she played as a freshman,
Yes,
I believe,
yes.
right out of the
And we've
gate.
got Tori Tibbetts, Faith McDougall, Mira Skane, Grace Leach, those names we've heard of before. Yeah, veteran players that are leading the Halldale Monmouth team. They've scored 14 goals, they've allowed 9. Their leading scorers are Hannah Rausch and Grace Estes, who are underclassmen. And then the backfield, the defensive positions are held by Gracie Leach and Jed Graham. So it's going to be, I think, a little bit of a struggle for Telstar today.
Well, as you know, being a coach and myself as well, you know, things go in cycles for you. I mean, as I used to tell folks, you know, that would complain about, boy, coach, you were pretty good last year. What happened? Well, you know, we graduated 18 seniors.
Yes.
So those things happen.
And as I travel around the state and talk to coaches, that's prevalent everywhere. Numbers in schools are down to begin with. And if you've got 3 or 4 teams, for instance, Gardner's got 5 teams that girls can play on in the fall. That really cuts your numbers if you're under 600. So that's what Gail is facing at Telstar, and she's hoping to hold on to this program. And as I said, she's very well respected throughout the state and has been coaching a long, long time with this particular team. She's very set in this Telstar area.
This is Cooley with it here for the Rebels. Telstar's actually has had a territorial advantage here.
Yeah, they've been down in this half since the game started. And you know, again, we're talking about a Halldale team that may come in a little complacent, just based on records. If kids look at records, you know, high school girls, high school boys, anybody is when they look at records. So, but Halldale's got a penchant for speed, and once they get running, I think their experience is going to show through as we continue to go. But hoping for the best for Telstar is, Coach says one of the things that they're working on is defense, matching up, more accurate passes is what she's looking for, and some improvement as the season goes on. She'd like to see a big difference from beginning to end.
And that's what you want as a coach.
Sure.
Halldale set to put it in play. I think that was Faith McDougall across the way. Not sure, all the way across, a little tester to see. Halldale, their first good offensive foray, is Grace Estes. Gets dispossessed. That was Davis on the defensive play. Quick hit there by Estes. Trying to drive it into the circle. Fight for control there. The shot. First save of the game. That was a good kick-out save there by Lego. Estes steps into one. But the Rebels will control. Charette drops it back, gets it back. Nice little give and go there. Charette sends it over to Cummings. Cummings, she'll lose it. They'll set the spot, and Rebels will put it in play. Campbell, good ball through. That was picked off there by Norton. She takes it wide. Cooley drops it back. Cooper dispossessed. Rebels have set up a few times, but not been able to get any corners. No corners in this game at all yet.
Coach White said at the beginning of the game, too, she was real proud of her kids. They're determined. They're determined. They want to play well. They want to learn more. They're not going to back down. So that's what we've seen here in the first 5 or 6 minutes, too.
Coro, reverse. Good kick-out save. Lego, 2 saves in the game for her.
Nice reverse stick shot.
Yeah, Tori Tibbetts is a veteran of many field hockey battles here, multi-sport athlete here for the Bulldogs. She'll have the ball here. See if she goes back to Estes. She won't. Keller got it. Tibbetts spins. Lost control. Rebels looking to clear. Can they? They can't. Shot comes in just into the circle and goes wide. Just underway. We play 4:15s. New field location here for the Bulldogs this season. Before we were down on the lower fields. They've put this field together. Gray Brothers doing a tremendous job with the athletic complex here at Halldale High School. You'll see it also in soccer tonight, but this field has been resurrected from nothing. They'll battle in front. Finally, it'll trickle home. First goal of the game. Bulldogs will get it. We'll identify the
It's like Hannah
scorer.
Roche, maybe.
I think it was. Who'd you have on the? Skane? Skane on the goal. Mira Skane, one of the senior captains. So 1-0. Get that score up there for you. Our time will be a estimate because no scoreboard. I did talk to Chris Ranslow, and scoreboard's coming as they put this field together up here. About the 9-minute mark. I guess Chris can see across the field. Can you see across the field there, Coach?
Just barely.
Barely. I see lights. Another offensive foray got kicked away. Teach Lego is a junior keeper. She's been busy.
She's held up pretty strong in there. Halldale, as we've watched in the last 2 or 3 years, Rob, has been very strong with entry passes into the circle. We take a look at Mira Skane and Grace Estes. Those particular kids up front, they're pretty darn strong. So the ball coming from the right to the left is often very playable for Halldale.
Yeah, fairly young team for Telstar too, and you take a look. You know, a freshman in high school, 14 years old maybe, Coach, 15. Right. You know, playing against a 17, 18-year-old, and you got to go through those growth pains when that happens. In or out, tries to weave through traffic and can't do it.
This is the first penalty corner.
Be the first penalty corner of the game.
Yeah, you're right. To continue with the freshmen, as I looked at numbers for Telstar, there's 2 freshmen in the backfield. And I believe in talking to Coach White at the beginning of the game, her freshmen might have played middle school, but they haven't had a youth program down there for a number of years. So,
well, you know, and I know as coaches that is important. Here comes the insert. Come out to Tibbetts. Torrey couldn't get it through. That's good defense by number 4. That was Charette. Now it comes in front.
Ooh, there's another one.
And that one's going to be banged home after a scrum in front.
Tough to see from this distance who actually put it in. Number 8's got the ball, so 8 is Hannah Roche.
So it was Roach with the goal. Got to remember to pull some replays up. We can do those as well. Yeah, no power, no internet. But we're streaming. We're out. Out in the middle of the willy wax. I love it. I had a memory coach come up of one of those Gardner games that we did. We were all hooded up in the rain and all that. I think we were doing it up on the hill there at Gardner. Gee, out in the parking lot.
Hooked to the telephone pole.
Yeah. It's going to be a high hit. Used to plug into my truck, and but I couldn't figure out why I'd be there for 3 days. I didn't have any power to get home. Comes back out. Roach there. Weaves through traffic. Can't get through. I know, Coach, you gave the records in the pregame, but we probably have had some people join us since then. And Telstar's starving for wins as they build the program back up. Coach White doing a terrific job there, as she has for a number of years.
She's been a great ambassador for Maine Field Hockey. She's been on the Maine Field Hockey board for a number of years. Was on the
Just roll wide. Well, the Rebels had the better of the territorial play for about the first 3 or 4 minutes. Since then, Halldale has tilted the field to our left. You're looking at a little elevation. Before, we used to have the camera right on the ground and do field hockey, but we've rigged up this mast system that gives you a little elevation, makes a world of difference. Rebels ball. First of 2 games here from Bulldog Town. Tibbetts tried to work through, couldn't, but she'll get it back. Free hit here. Torrey. She's going to go back to Estes. Estes tried to thread it through, couldn't. Now it's through. Rebels trying to clear out, they can't, but they will possess here and see if they can change the field. Nice flip through. Charette dispossessed. That was Grace Leach back there. Coach told you about her at the beginning here, how she really mans that back line.
Yeah, she's been a solid three-year player for Halldale. As we said, the name's very familiar as we come back up through here, and Grace has played well in the back for them for a number of years.
Tibbetts on the fly. Kicked out.
Stick save.
That was a beauty.
Wow.
Well, Tibbetts put the ball in play, and it was like everybody else was still in commercial break. Tibbetts went roaring down the slot. I don't know if that's called the slot, but that's what I'm calling it, Coach. Right down the circle.
And that's a difference we can see already. Halldale takes their free hits very quickly. And with kids like Tori Tippett taking the free hits, they're very strong with them, whereas the inexperience shows at Telstar. They're a little slower paced, taking their free hits, which allows Halldale to get set up.
Rebels ball. Campbell puts it in play. That's a pass that got through, but intercepted by Grace Estes. They'll swing it down the far side. Hannah Cohen. They'll fight for it there. Rouch, she's got a goal. Hannah. Another kick-out save. Lego. I'm saying Lego. I'm hoping that's correct and it's not Lego.
She certainly is playing solid defense in there for a kid that's only played 3 or 4 games.
Chris, can you see the time for me, Chris? So we're pretty close on time. First period, 2-0. And I've got to update the scoreboard, don't I? Is it 2 or 3, Coach?
2.
2-0. Come the Rebels. They'll bring it back. Try to set something up. They're trying to cross midfield. They can now. Cummings, dispossessed by Estes. Estes takes it safely out to the outside. Turns the corner. Loses control. Ball on the end line over there. Out of bounds. Sideline, I should say, not the end line. We wind down to about the 2-minute mark. Time unofficial. Good defense. Kelleher. Rebels drives it home.
Telstar's got a solid front line, and they nice little one-touch passes up front. So strategically, I think they're attempting to do things right, and some of the passing is not bad at all.
Skane with it. Skane's got one of the 2 goals. Hannah Cohen. Just her side of midfield. She'll cross over into the Rebels' territory. Kelleher. Driven through into traffic. Faith McDougal. Faith, another one of those veterans. LeGros came out. 40 seconds left here. Kelleher kept it in. McDougal lost it. Rebels looking to clear and try to get through this remaining 30 seconds or so in the first quarter. Kelleher couldn't get it through traffic. And that's just about going to run time out. One last chance maybe for Halldale. Estes knows the clock, and she tried to wind one, but that will wind down the clock. So we played one. See the scores. The Bulldogs 2, the Rebels of Telstar nothing. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Second quarter coming up. When we come back here to Halldale High School after this.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learn so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Back here, second quarter coming up. Get the scoreboard set up and see the score, 2-0. Bulldogs. Coach McNally to recap the scoring and stats.
Yeah, we started out pretty good. Telstar had some on-field advantage for the first 5 or 6 minutes. Halldale got their feet underneath them, started running, so it's 2-0 Halldale with scores from Mira Skane and Hannah Rausch. Halldale's had 12 shots on goal, and Teach Lego for Telstar's had 10 saves, and she's come up big, Rob.
She has.
She's come up very big defensively. I know there's some inexperience in front of her, but she stops some great shots. Tori Tibbetts has got a rocket going into the circle, so if she gets on the other end of that and stops that, it's a great defensive save for her. So it's 2-0 Halldale at this point.
And Halldale continues to press the offensive zone, but they'll turn it over to be Rebel ball. That was an old grass hit right there. We don't see those quite as much anymore, Coach, with so many teams moving the turf. That was a little divot taken. Tibbetts with it now. Torrey throws it through. Faith McDougal trying to reverse stick, couldn't do it.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. It's amazing in the last 10 years how many teams are going to turf now, and it's just such a better game to watch, to play. Easier for the kids, easier for the parents to watch as well.
Tibbetts slows it in front. Managed to get it through a bevy of players there somehow, some way, and there was a threat, no shot on goal, however. Cummings trying to reverse and get it out, but can't. But it'll be Rebels ball. That's knocked away by Kerrigan McDonald. Cummings. Some nice stick work by Estes to get out of trouble. She'll take it to midfield, loses it, gains it back. Grace trying to get it down the far side to Cohen, not able to do that, so she goes middle. That works as well. Welch with it. She gets by her defender. And we'll get a corner. So
Estes has got a quick stick in the midfield, Rob. She's done a good job controlling the midfield. Good combination, she and Tori Tibbetts up front. She's quick, taking it to the right, which is everybody's strong side. So excellent play in the midfield from Estes.
Here comes the insertion. The set for Tibbetts, the kick out. Beautiful save again. Lego. And you may see some things going in the air after the corners. They're taking off that protective equipment that they were in. First year for that, right, Coach? You told
Yes,
me?
it is.
Yes.
Yeah. The newest rule changes. We put goggles. We put goggles away. We don't.
Goggles in the closet, right?
And then they picked up the face mask for penalty corners, which makes all the sense in the world.
Cohen. She's defended well by Cooper. Pauldale has dominated possession, dominated the offensive end as well. They had the 2 goals to show for it. Teach Lego doing a great job in goal for the Rebels. Estes with again. She downshifts, throws it in front, reverse there. Nice tip and a beautiful save by Lego. That was a kick save and a beauty, as they say. Slick pass on that time by the Bulldogs, Coach McNally. They came down and threaded the needle.
Well, I think we saw in that particular exchange the speed that Halldale's got. They're beating inexperienced defense down the field, and then that entry pass going in was just a beauty. But as we've said, this Teach Lego has come up with some big saves for a kid that's hasn't got a lot of experience in the goal area.
Put the scoreboard up a little higher. I like that better. Time unofficial. We've got it winding down to 3:11. Is that correct, Chris? No. 10 minutes. How did I get? Oh, it didn't reset right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't think that could be 3 minutes. Jeez. What is it, 10? 10?
Looks like Tori Tibbetts on that goal. And again, we saw Lego come up big, but couldn't stop the second one.
So balanced scoring by the high-flying Bulldogs. Bulldogs fly, but they do today. Back on the attack. Estes tried to work her way through Riley Cooper, but Cooper disrupted it, but Estes back with it. Estes turns the corner. Waiting for it. There was Tibbetts. Torrey throws it in behind the net. Well, this is going to be a beautiful setting in just about, what, 2 weeks on the colors? I mean, a colorblind guy, you know, we don't notice colors changing that much, but they tell me it happens every fall, and this is going to be a beautiful setting.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous field up here. As I said to you pregame, I knew this field was up here, but I don't think I've ever been up.
Well, they've been a practice field, and they put some work into it, and oh, that was a drive, and
Tibbetts again.
yeah, we'll see if we can get a look at that one, see if I clicked it up fast enough to see what might happen here. You're just going to see the end of it there come flying through. That got deflected possibly in front. So we think that got maybe deflected in front by Cohen, is what Chris Wheeler with eyes some 45 to 50 years younger than Coach McNally and mine. And plus he's looking at a monitor as well, so we're going to go with that. So it's 4. I didn't put up the third goal as well, so 4-0, whole deal. So it's a good time for us maybe to talk about how we schedule games in, because sometimes I'll get somebody will email me and contact me on social media or something, say, hey, there's a big game coming up, so-and-so versus so-and-so, can you do it? And the way that we schedule our games is we have contracts with our colleges, UMA and Central Maine Community College, so we do all their games into the schedule first. And then we look at open dates that may be available for us. As I was telling Coach McNally, we got about 70 games that we're doing here in the first 6 weeks of the season. So we're very, very busy with the colleges. So we fill in on open dates, so we don't always get the best matchups, I guess is what I'm saying here. Another corner, Coach, what, 4 corners or so?
This is the 4th one.
Insertion.
No, 3rd one, sorry.
3rd one. They're trying to get, Tibbetts couldn't do it, but it came to McDougal. She threaded one through, and now they'll scrum for it. It comes up, Lego with another kick out. So when an open date comes up, we look at it and say, okay, who's playing home? And we would do to get up to Halldale. I saw the field hockey, then I saw the soccer. I said, you know what we're going to do? Both games. So we're here for both games here today.
I remember where there's a lull there, Rob. In 1987, we were playing a state game, and Don Brown, the infamous Don Brown, came up and said, I'd like to, he was at WABK, he said, I'd like to broadcast that game from the bench. Can I sit on the end of the bench? I said, that was the first radio broadcast of a game in the state, I believe.
And Don would do it because he was an equal opportunity guy way, way back. He saw the value in it. That just sails wide. And that game, if I remember, was that the game that snowed? There was a snow game. Was that the year? Was that at Oak Hill? I'm trying to remember that 87 game.
The state game was at Oak Hill. We were playing
at
Coney in the finals, the Eastern Finals, at Capitol Park. We played Thursday and went into overtime in darkness. Came back the next day and played on a Friday. Lisa Densmore escaped with a ball and a breakaway and scored to win that game in overtime. And then we went later on, played Bonnie Eagle in the state game. But Don Brown, I remember him chuckling on the bench with all his radio equipment, whatever it was. And he had 2 JV kids sitting next to him to help him with what was being called. Which that in itself was a scary thing, to have a JV player trying to figure out what the calls were.
I'm doing my best Don Brown imitation here today. Kind of a muff in the grass there. McDonald for the Bulldogs, but control lost. Davis will put it in play. McDonald into the defense, and Estes will come up and take it quickly. Trying to keep it in bounce. Good reverse stick there, right inside the line.
She moves very well with the ball.
Well, we talked about Jade Graham in the Open as All-State goalkeeper, but we haven't called her name much because she hasn't been that busy.
That's
There's
it.
another one, and that one sneaks through.
Roche got a.
Roche
came
got
from
that
SD
one.
to Roche, yeah.
So that's going to make it 5-0 here as we wind down with about maybe halfway. What's the time look like, Chris? Across the way?
5.
Thank you. Kirk Cohn also behind us, helping us out. Another pair of eyes. Kirk's sport is volleyball. He's officiated at multiple levels of volleyball. We'll have volleyball Sunday from Central Maine Community College. And we're looking at, I think we've got the Coney game for the Gardner Tigers scheduled, and we're looking to get another one. Chris is going to look at the schedule when he's available. He's going to go down and do a game with Evan Grady and Owen Munzing. Kelleher snakes one through. Faith McDougall, another veteran for the Bulldogs, tries to center one, can't. She'll go down and get it back. Threads it through. Rouch inside, and that came out fast. And he hit the poster. I think it was a pad save by Lego, and she kicked it right out of bounds.
Yeah, Lego's come up big this quarter. Halldale's kind of dominated play, I think, this particular quarter, and Lego's come up with 8 saves already this quarter.
Yeah, if you're just looking at the scoreboard, thinking, oh boy, but Teach, as they call it, has been tremendous in goal for the Rebels. Stay with it at halftime, as we'll have some of our fantastic sponsors that make this Halldale Bulldog sports streaming production. Want to welcome CB Matson into the fold this year as a sponsor for us. Got a call from them, and they said, geez, we saw you doing a game up at Halldale and how you talk about your sponsors and being beneficial to the community, and we'd like to be on with you. So I said, absolutely. You've done a tremendous job on providing senior housing around the state of Maine, all the way back to 1959 for CB Matson. Wonderful company. Helped a lot of people out with housing. Dick Layton is at one of those places in Gardner, the Gardner place.
Yeah, beautiful
Gardner
buildings.
Village is called.
They're beautiful buildings.
Yeah.
I've never been in, but.
So we thank CB Matson's for that. McDougall to Tibbetts. Torrey tried to self-pass, and Tibbetts said, well, I was just in math class last period, and they said the shortest distance between two lines is a straight point.
You got that close. That's close.
Sometimes I back things Haywards. Just to see if the folks at home are listening, Coach. Tibbetts with it. I used to use that line in class a lot to see if the kids would actually listen to what I was saying. Looking to get it to Cummings. They do. Cummings can't get through. McDonald on the defense. Cummings will come up with it. Estes. She's dancing down the line. Doing line dancing right there. Grace Estes. That's twice she's gone down right in front of us and reverse sticked it to keep it in. It's going to be White.
This combination for Telstar of Davis, Cummings, and Charette on this particular side is something to work with. As Coach White said at the beginning, she's looking to see improvement, but she's got some good speed, some good stick work here on the right side with that combination of 3. They've broken through the over the 50 several times during this particular game, so that's something you can work with.
So, Coach, I know that when we do the Drive Out Cancer Challenge game when it's at Gardner, that it's you know, a great event and all that. They had that at Coney this year. And
Yes, they did.
I think the score was there to stream that game, so I was glad to see it get covered as I was down at the college. But when we get a little break in the action, fill folks in on that rival game. It was a high-scoring affair the other night, Coach.
It was the, in all my career, I don't think I've ever seen that many games scored in a Gardner-Coney game, to tell you the truth. In any game, never mind the Drive Out Cancer. But it was a good crowd, it was a beautiful night.
Yes.
A well-played game, very few fouls. Got a little chippy, you know, a little pushing. Not anything big.
Coney got it.
Yes, it was. But the score was 1-0, then it was 1-1, then it was 2-1, then it was 2-2. So Coney didn't pull away until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And we saw two great, well, not just two, quite a few good players. For Gardners, we had Gabby Sousa, and they've got a kid, an Ashley Kroll. That name must be familiar for you.
I believe it's Joe Kroll.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
Joe
it is.
played
And
ball for me, Joe and
she held her own in the goal cage. It's the first year for her in there. So she played well. Gabby Sousa played well. Taryn Nichols is very steady up back for Gardner. So that was a good combination there. And Coney had Abby Morrill, who's something to watch with a stick. She's got great stick skills. Abby Morrill played well. Carolyn Hendrickson played well. I think one of the kids' name was Welch. She played pretty well. So it was just a great, even game all the way through. Coney kept the boot. I had to kind of suck it up and say good game, which it was.
Yep.
It absolutely was. Well coached. Coach Daigle is doing a great job at Coney. Coach Daigle and Coach Livingston have really done a great job at Coney. And I'm real proud of Jess Merrill at Gardner, Jess Merrill and Abby Dyer. And I think Haley Chadbourne's helping them at Gardner. So that's some
really
great
was a
coaching right
tremendous
there on
play
the
for
field.
you.
So it's a good game. Just a great game to watch.
Well, we'll take a break. Coach is going to tally up the shots on goal. That's going to take a little bit, as the Bulldogs have dominated this first half. You see the score. 5-0, Bulldogs over the Rebels. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you. Carver's Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual, high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something being disabled from a job and not having the coverage they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowler's.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
Same thing as always.
Catch the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's it right here.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Strategic Real Estate Services, serving all buyers and sellers. 2 locations, 335 Water Street, Gardner, and 83 Kennedy Memorial Drive, Waterville. From residential to commercial, solutions and strategies that equal results for you. Visit strategicreservices.com or call 485-1105.
Carver's Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual, high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com.
Yep.
So we're back here with you, getting set for second half action here from Halldale High School. I'm Rob Munsing, joined here by the coach, Mo McNally. Chris Wheeler doing our aerial cam, as well as helping out with production as we get set to get the whistle for the second half. We've got it. We're underway. If you're just joining us, Halldale Bulldogs in the white shirts are going left to right on your screen. This is Tori Tibbetts. She's been active with the scoring. Coach going to recap the first half stats here for you. We'll see if this turns into an offensive play. Tibbetts sent a screecher across face of goal.
Yeah, if you take a look at the stats, Rob, it's been all Halldale offensively. They had 20 direct shots on goal. Telstar couldn't break into the scoring circle, so had no shots. The one upside for Telstar is they held Halldale to only 3 penalty corners, which is highly unusual. So when you take a look at defensive stats for Telstar, their goalie, Teach Lego, had 17 saves, so she's been up big for them. So offensively, it's certainly been a Halldale show with Tori Tibbetts and Grace Estes leading the way. And at halftime, it's a 5-0 game.
Grace Estes got tangled up with Grace Leach and went tumbling down. That was a little comic relief here. Thankfully, I don't think that was on camera, so that's good. Across the way. Charette for the Rebels. Trying to get down that far side. Not able to get past the defense of Leach. I think now that I re-examine that, she comes a little close. That was Grace Estes on the defense that time. She's got it now.
This has been a tough stretch for Telstar when you take a look at they're 0-5 at this particular point, but boy, they're not giving up, Rob. They're playing tough and staying with them.
It was a 3-on-2, and that ball will stay in. And just past the goal line, I believe, before the save came in. So in the new upper field, Gray brothers have been active here in the fields. If you haven't seen the soccer complex, we'll have a night game tonight at 6 o'clock. A beautiful night for it. Beautiful pastoral setting with the trees in the background.
What kind of setting?
Pastoral.
Pastoral.
P-A-S-T-R-O-L. Pastoral. It's on my vocabulary list where Kirk Combe took vocabulary from me back in 1975.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Corner here, rear one for this half. Tibbetts going to launch. Watch out. Connects all the way across. Driven just wide. I think that came off the stick of Grace Leach.
Yeah, it was a good example of a cross pass. Tori Tibbetts has got a great cross pass right about penalty stroke line, which is where you want the ball. You'd like to have a couple of your forwards on that penalty stroke line to see that coming across. But very strong player, very strong entry pass.
Well, I know you do a lot of scouting for the colleges, some next level players in this group, Coach, for the Halldale Bulldogs. They have sent kids on to play at the collegiate level.
Yes, they have.
Boom Boom Baker being one of them, Avery Baker, called it Boom Boom for a shot.
Yeah, I just went up.
I think I'm the only one that calls her that when I run into her, you know, in around.
I saw her game. She played, I saw it at Husson a couple weeks ago. There was Bree Smith was playing for Gardner.
Bree Smith
Leah
from
Pishard,
Gardner.
Leah Pishard was playing. Nice game. But Boom Boom did very well.
Well, Boom Boom's major sport was field hockey until she got to college. That one went wide.
She's playing.
And then she just took off with women's lacrosse.
Exactly.
And she is a goal scorer extraordinaire. Three-sport athlete here. Also a member of the basketball team.
Yeah, you're right. Halldale's had a
Boy, they've
great
had a
string
run.
of athletes
Sure
come
have.
through here, and we
both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
But the women more so. And fraction. Just the one official here today, Coach? I'm just noticing that. No, the other one.
Two.
Okay.
I think it's Shea Freeman on the other side and Rod Hall on this side. But we talked about players. We were coming in hoping to see Jade Graham seems to be the one of the big players for Halldale because she hasn't gotten a whole lot of action. But when you take a look at Halldale's players, you know, Grace Estes is a junior midfielder. Her name is mentioned across the state, as is Tori Tibbetts. So we're seeing some top-notch players, that's for sure.
And infraction. In the circle would be Rebels ball coming out. Looks like the Bulldogs may have made some adjustments, given other kids positions to play that they didn't in the first. I'm noticing Grace Leach up front. I didn't notice her up front in the
Right, she played
first
up back.
half, right, Coach?
She was playing up back,
Yeah.
right.
We've had just the quintessential Maine fall if you're watching from out of state. Couldn't have better weather for these kids. Almost a little too warm for some of the days that they have played. The college games I've been doing lately down at the Central Maine Community College and at UMA, they've given the kids water breaks during the game.
Yeah.
So preventive officiating there.
I remember preseason in August, as you do, Rob, it was torturous.
Yeah, it was tough.
And this season was no different. It was wicked hot in the middle of the summer. It's tough for kids to gear up in that weather.
McDougal and Tibbetts looking for a little give and go, but Rebels would have none of that and have defended that. Tibbetts looking to wind up. Lego with a kick out save and another beauty. Reverse there. Comes in front, rolls out. Hannah Cohen. Kelleher to Tibbetts. Torrey. A bouncer, a kick out. Well, you know, coaches like to say that when you build a team, you like to build, you know, from the goal out or from, you know, the catcher out or whatever the sport might be. And Lego, a junior, she'll be back next year as these freshmen and sophomores mature a little bit for Coach White, and certainly somebody you can build around. You said she had how many saves in the first half? She said another probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, she had 20 in the first half,
Wow.
and she's got another 6 right now.
Stay with us post-game. We'll have the Capsa Pizza Player of the Game. Capsa's Pizza, once again, sponsoring our Player of the Game for this year. Just the pizza this year, no drink this year. So, Capsa's is all fixed up. I had to go back fix their ad as well because we did that ad back in 2020. We still had COVID regulations in effect, and everybody was in a mask. So we went back, fixed that up. Got a nice new ad from Fowlers. CBU, I just heard from Ray Valley, tremendous community sponsor. graduate of Halldale High School. Ray's proudest moment in high school, Ray Valley tells me, is that he went to 4 years of Halldale High School, and it was after he came back a couple of years later, somebody asked him where the library was. He went, I have no idea, never went.
Gee, the Granny.
Ray tells that self-effacing story. So CBU benefits sponsoring again this year. They're one of our anchor sponsors along with Gosline Retirement Planning. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Halldale, like a lot of communities in the area, just have great sponsorship.
Yes, absolutely.
Great followings for all sports. You know, as Gardner does and
Tibbetts.
Coney does.
Another kick-out save.
Great succession of saves right
well,
there.
Tibbetts
That's
with a
tough.
very unselfish move. She came right down the center. Nobody attacked her, but she made the pass to the corner. That one's just wide. Grace Leach on the doorstep.
As we've said before, Rob, especially with a youthful goalie in there, the first shot you can get because you cut down the angle and you watch the shot coming in. But boy, if you've got a second and third shot after that, it makes it very difficult. And that succession of shots for the Telstar goalie was a great encapsulation of those particular saves.
I mentioned several times, we've spent a lot of time down at Central Maine Community College this fall, and they are one of our anchor sponsors as well. And I did check with them down there, and the free tuition program will be in effect through graduates of 2025, and they fully suspect, since it's been such a popular program, that will get extended for another few years. I was talking to Andrew Morong, the head of enrollment at the college. They just set a record for over 5,000.
Oh, no kidding.
Down there now. They
What
were
an
at
opportunity.
3,300 2 years ago. So kids are taking advantage of that free tuition and the great programs and the great facilities and athletics down at Central Maine Community College. You want to give that a look. My grandson Owen is up at the vocational school this year. He wants to be an electrician, and I mentioned that to Dave Gagne down there at Central Maine. He started to recruit him. I said, yeah, if he comes down here, he'll be working for me.
It's a great opportunity.
Oh, it is.
It's a great opportunity, as you said. The athletic teams are growing in all those smaller
and they
colleges.
keep adding sports down there.
Yeah.
They don't have field hockey, but they have for women's sports, soccer, nationally ranked basketball program.
Yep.
They've just added women's hockey starting this year. In the corner, the shot to score. That was a great setup there.
Tibbetts.
And it's Tibbetts again. Makes it 6-0, Halldale. I really like the use of the aerial camera. Let us know if you've watched games from Halldale before, or, of course, Gardner up in the press box. But this has always been a challenge to us, is being right shooting level, and you don't get quite the depth you have. We've got a little, I wish I could show it to you, but it's, well, how high would you say we're up there, Chris? 12 feet up in the air with the camera, and Chris is controlling it like a video game. Well, Telstar with a run here in the attack zone. Cooley lost it and can't keep it in. Faith McDougall, one of the senior captains, trying to get through traffic. They play for a while, and now to be Halldale ball. Sidney Kelleher. Dispossessed, some good defense there by Adela Cooley. Kelleher with it here, through traffic.
This will be the 6th penalty corner for Halldale.
So Kelleher will get set for the insertion. You see her at the corner of the screen. Nice crowds rolled in here to the upper field, as we're calling here at Halldale High School. More plans to come for this new scoreboard coming in. They just put the irrigation system in so they can keep it watered. But it was all crabgrass, and Gray Brothers came in and made it a playable surface. Some nice passing and a nice kick-out save. Lego again. Under 4 minutes here in the third. Under a minute? Minute and a half, okay. Oh, that's because I never started the clock after the goal. That's multitasking way overrated, particularly when you get to 71 years old. You should only have to do one thing every day. Some slick work there, and we'll play. This is Estes steal and a run down into the circle, kicked out. Join us in about an hour and a half. Rob Kennedy, Mark Tinkham. Chris and I will be over to bring you soccer tonight, doubleheader from Bulldog Town. My granddaughter Kenzie playing both field hockey and soccer this fall, Coach.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I had to tell you.
How old is she now?
She's playing field hockey, 2nd grade.
Oh my gosh.
Her grandmother, her Mimi, very happy that she's playing field hockey.
I bet she is. I bet she is.
So we don't know. In the corner and.
Well, you know as well as I do, that's where it
Knockout.
starts. When you
Yes,
start those
yeah,
youth
you have to have
programs.
youth programs, sure.
And that was where the success starts for all these programs that are highly successful.
I've said this a million times to you, Coach, and to others. You know, when I get folks ask me, "Got any advice, old coach?" I said, "Yeah, take care of your youth program."
Exactly.
We're taking care of 3/4 here. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. It's been all Halldale. They lead it 6-0 as we head to the 4th. We're back after these messages.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give of their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learn so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
I want to mention another new sponsor coming on. I have people calling me now, Coach. That's really good. Say, hey, we'd like to sponsor. CB Matson did that. We thank them. And just had a discussion with Gray Brothers. They want to do something as we focus on this complex and show this off their work because they're getting into sports fields. Sports Fields out of Winthrop is the #1 company around, but they're so busy they can't handle anything. So Gray Brothers is picking up some of the work. And also we want to recognize McGee Construction, longtime company in Gardner back in the mid-70s. Steve McGee, probably before you even graduated from high school, started his business. He graduated in the mid-70s, started with a dump truck, and they have grown that into a multi-state venture there. They go all over, and we're going to be featuring some of their aggregate products from their pit out in Augusta will be going out. Nate Munsing just finished the script of that.
And McGee's is so supportive of the Gardner community.
Everything. You can't ride around Gardner without seeing McGee Construction as a sponsor. It doesn't matter what it is. Steve and his whole family, just a great story. A local kid, wanted to start a business, got support from his family, his father, mom. He started the business and has grown it into something that is really a big deal, a real big deal.
I don't think that man ever says no either.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. And from a personal standpoint, it was when we lost our house in the fire at the end of last February, they were the first ones on the phone to us, Seth McGee and Amy McGee called Patrick and said, you tell your parents that when they need to knock that house down, we'll take care of it for them. And
Not surprising.
They came in and did it, and we did the whole surface, and we're close to starting to build. Kick out again. So this is going to be another corner. Why, Coach, I usually understand the corner rule. That was a kick-out save. What happened?
I think it was dangerous. When the goalie's got control of the kick and it stays low from the knee down, you're all set. But if it deflects off her boot and goes high and becomes dangerous and there's people in front of her, it's an automatic corner.
Got it. Kelleher with the insertion. She's done those chores all day. They like to get to Tibbetts. Tibbetts has got it now. An infraction call, it'll turn over. Well, you mentioned these Telstar kids. You know, they come in against a good Halldale team. They're taking their lumps, but you know what? You didn't have many down years, Coach. I did, and always would tell the kids, listen, respect the game. You're playing the game because you love to play the game. So go out and play the game. Do something that you love. There are certain things you can control. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude.
You're right, and I think
some days the skill level is what it is.
That's right.
So.
And you count on your seniors, you count on your big kids to lead on those tough years. That's for sure. And I think Coach White's got some good kids that she can take a look at. I mean, there's some positives in this game. They've only given up 7 penalty corners, which is great. Their goalies come up big all game long. She's got 28 saves right now. 29.
Yeah, we saw that. Chris did a good job getting the camera in there for her. That one's
That's
tipped up.
Ooh.
How that stayed out.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if we could look at that. We got a replay coming up on that.
The rule says the whole ball has to cross the line.
Here it is, Coach.
I can't see, but.
Wow. Yeah, Chris giving us a good look. That was a good replay we had there. And another corner. Kelleher in. Swinging across. And
that's in. That's a good ball. Mira Skane.
And I believe it was Skane on the goal. Let's see if we have it. Here it is. Here it comes, Coach. That one lifted up.
Right.
And bounces down in the corner. Good job, Chris, on the camera work there. That was a good-looking replay for us. And Coach called it right off.
We were just talking about how dangerous the kick was coming out, and now we got another aerial ball. Why is that not dangerous? Well, if that ball goes up and over the defensive players and into the goal cage, it's an automatic goal because it's not dangerous. If that had been a little lower, they might have called it back.
So we're going to get that other score up, 7-0 now. Chris, can you update me on the time, please? In the fourth. So now we're up to date on our scoreboard. We want to keep that up to date as we can because we know many parents, family members might be joining late after work, after school, after whatever. And
I think they played a little switcheroo on us too, Rob. I don't think Jade Graham's left in goal anymore. Ooh, there's a shot right there. I think she just scored that.
That was Jade.
I think it was Jade Graham.
Because we don't have a 21.
Right.
And she's going for the ball. On the tip-in. And she is some excited. I think we have it for you, Jade. Let's see.
Good job, Red.
Here it comes, right across. And some great eye-hand coordination there for Jade Graham. And well, I wouldn't know that Jade was in the goal because I haven't looked left this half. all the action.
It's funny, first time ever in the field.
I'm thinking that's a career first goal.
I'm thinking it must
Wouldn't
be.
you think?
I would think so.
I know. Yeah, first time ever in the field. So fantastic for Jade. Well, Jade's a multi-sport athlete. I mean, there isn't anything athletically that Jade can't do.
Coach said that before the game.
Yeah.
She said she's got quite a few players that have played on the state softball championship
Yeah.
teams and the state basketball championship teams.
And once you start to win, you know, it becomes contagious.
Yeah.
It's the expectation.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
You know, some years you'd have a good, really great team, right? And you'd have the returning players coming back the next year, but you weren't as good.
Right.
But you know what? I would tell the coaches, don't ever say that to anybody, because these kids think we're supposed to win. So when that game time comes that you've got to win, they still think they're really, really good and
That's
they
right.
should win.
That's right. Great definition of tradition.
Yes.
And we, as you know, we talk about tradition at Garden. We used to talk about tradition all the time at Garden. I think that's exactly a great definition of it.
Charette with a good run. She's going to get it over to Cooley.
Ooh, ooh, shot on.
So we don't know who's in goal. We'll have to do some finagling here, because is there a backup keeper?
No, there's nobody listed.
So we're not sure who it is in the... Yeah, well, that's Jade's number, so...
You can tell it's not Jade, though. She's only
Yeah.
quite a bit shorter and long blonde hair.
Yeah. So we'll work on trying to find that out. Well, one of the encouraging signs I see, Coach, is the fact that I see a group of white kids in one corner and dark blue kids in the other corner, so they're going to be able to play a JV game. And how important is that for programs? We're not seeing it as much as we used to, Coach. I see
right.
so many games that are calling for varsity only now. So
Yep.
this is a credit to both these programs and coaching staffs.
Absolutely. As we alluded to the Coney Gardner game the other day, they played a 7-on-7. And it just breaks your heart to see that.
But I think there's going to be a full game here, it looks like.
It looks it.
Graham again. She got a hat trick. She got the one. She got the... That's Jade Graham.
There is no 21 listed.
Yeah, there's no 21 listed. We're trying to get to the name of the keeper. We can continue to tick down in time. Make sure I have the score right. 8, Coach, is that what you have?
Yes.
And shot and score. Jade Graham with another one, and she's parked right by the post. Well, I was being a little facetious, Coach, when I talked about hat trick possibility, but you know what? Yeah.
Well, for somebody that hasn't played in the field, she's right where she needs to be, right on the post, because she's got an awareness of the circle. She's got a previous awareness of the circle, so she knows where she should be. And she's got her stick down, and they're giving her the entry pass, so she's in the right place at the right time.
Is there any point that the clock will continue to run even on
Yeah, the
goals?
officials and the coaches can decide that and just let it run after goals.
Yeah, so we'll watch for that. I'm not sure if that's happening or not. Obviously, you know, the time is going to be approximate on our scoreboard, because it's really not going to factor into this game at all as we wind down in about 6 minutes or so. Stay with us for our Capsa Pizza play of the game. Tori Tibbetts certainly under consideration.
Absolutely.
Tori, multiple goal game.
And as you look back
Skane's
over this,
got a couple of goals, I think. too,
right?
Coach.
Yes. As you take a look at this game in replay too, I bet we're going to see that Tori Tibbetts has started play in the midfield. Even though she hasn't scored all goals, she's had a hand in just about all of them. Ben scored either through entry passes or through interceptions from midfield and bringing it down into the circle area.
Well, she winds up and drives it, and it's like you start calling her Moses, because the Red Sea parts, everybody gets out of the way. And that's tipped in.
Guess who? That's a hat trick.
Well, Well, the old ball coach was being facetious here when he said maybe she'll get a hat trick. Well, we didn't think that would happen, but we may have Jade Graham as our offensive player of the game, and who would have thunk it? She hit that one right out of mid-air with the ball at her knees. She has outstanding eye-hand coordination. You don't do that.
Right, right.
We've had a couple of field hockey games this year that we've done. Gardner did a similar type game against Morse. We'll pick them up. I think we have a field hockey game next week, don't we, Coach?
Yes, and I think it's MCI.
MCI.
Yep.
And MCI is always Class C.
That should
I
be
think,
a good
right?
game.
But
yes.
they always battle the Tigers.
That's a storied program.
Yes.
Starting way back with Tukey Russell, who was just a phenomenal female pioneer in the sport of field hockey.
I think MCI came down and upset the Tigers in the playoffs in a game that we did.
You're right.
Rainy day that we did a couple of years ago. In front, kicked out. Teach Lego, when she closes her eyes tonight, is going to duck because she's going to think a ball's coming at her, I think. She has seen a lot of white here today, and she's done an outstanding job in goal here for the Rebels. Don't let the 10-0 score fool you. It could be double that easily.
She's got 34 saves to this point.
Yeah, wow. Charette trying to get it in. I'd like to see the Rebels if they could get a foray going and get themselves a goal. Had a couple of chances. We'll be on the air in about 1 hour with soccer. That is, if the planets align, the technology gods are willing.
It's the first penalty corner for Telstar.
As we have to move all this equipment out and a lot of it over to plug in for soccer. So if we're a little late getting soccer on, you're watching that game tonight, stay with us. So a corner coming up for the Rebels. Insertion. Cooper. That was knocked back to Black. Black trying to keep it in. Dispossessed. Now, what about the protective gear that they have on? I was just going to say, can they take it off and toss it away? They
Yes.
do?
Yes.
We're tossing headgear, we're tossing shin guards.
Shin guards.
And that landed safely, so no whistle on that one. Actually, it became a beautiful clear-out pass here to Charette.
Telstar at this point in the game has probably got some weary legs too.
Well, it's a lot harder to play on the defensive end of things than it is offensively.
That's right.
So you get back on your heels and you...
And I don't think they've subbed. I don't think she has subs quite a few.
Be high if there's no one there, no danger.
Snakes through here to Cooley. Cooley. She's had some decent stick time today. We continue down to about the minute mark here. We'll do a quick closing, given the fact that we have to head over to soccer. In front, oh, just went wide. Good opportunity there for the Rebels, see if they could get one on the board.
Tough game, but it's a good way to end for the Rebels. They're in the circle. They've had a couple opportunities up here. Had a penalty corner.
Yeah, never hung their heads.
Nope, not at all. Worked hard all game long. Aldale's just got way too much experience, way too much speed.
Well, how's the Mountain Valley Conference shaping up? Winthrop's always good.
Right. Winthrop just beat Boothby the other night. I think it was like 8-0.
Yeah. Of course, they're playing out there on that beautiful
Right,
Charlie field,
right.
too, and they're fast, and
Right.
boy, what an advantage that is for them.
Yeah, you got Spruce Mountain out that way. They're always.
Yeah, supposed to be in here tonight for girls soccer. Excited to see the Halldale girls soccer team. They're off to a tremendous start this year. Perennial contenders.
Exactly.
So getting the face gear on, getting set to go here. Our clock has run down. We won't bother to reset it. Beautiful spot to watch a game, and beautiful afternoon for it. And no cheering in the press box, they say, but I'm cheering for a Rebel goal, Coach.
Yeah.
These kids have worked hard. Davis trying to get it in front for the Rebels. Cannon, I believe. That's it. So that's going to be the final. All Bulldogs in this one, 10-0. Quick recap, Coach McNally.
Yes, it was all Halldale. Obviously finished up at 10-0. We had Jade Graham come out of the goal area, and she ended up with a hat trick. Mira Skane had a couple goals. Tori Tibbetts had a couple goals. Hannah Roush had a couple goals. Totals, Halldale outshot Telstar. They had 40 shots. Telstar came up with a couple in the fourth quarter. Halldale had 7 penalty corners on the day. Again, Telstar came up with 1 in the end. The big story for Telstar was Teach Ligo ended up with 37 saves. Quite a game for her. Quite a game for her. So all Halldale, as you said, they end up at 3-2 going into next week's games. Telstar drops to 0-5, and I believe that Halldale's in 4th place. Yeah, they're number 4 in Class C South. So a good showing for Halldale, and again, we saw some great play from Mira Skane, Grace Estes, Hannah Roush, Grace Leach, Tori Tibbetts came up big, Faith McDougall, again, coming up big. So the names we've heard before certainly established themselves on the field today.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear from our post-game sponsor, player of the game sponsor, Capsa's Pizza. And when we come back, we'll announce our Capsa Pizza player of the game.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Back here, I want to thank Capsa's Pizza, a longtime supporter of ours, about 4 or 5 years, giving out the player of the game. Coach McNally.
Yeah, player of the game could have gone any number of different ways, Rob. Halldale had several players playing very well today, but I think we're going to go with Tori Tibbetts. Tori controlled the midfield today, was instrumental in just about all the scoring with her cross passes and the 3 goals that she scored herself. So I think we'll go with Tori Tibbetts today.
Well earned by Tori, and we thank Capsa's Pizza being our player of the game business. So that's going to wrap it up. We're going to scramble over to soccer. We'll see you in about an hour from now. We'll get kickoff set for a 6 o'clock soccer game. You're watching high school sports on Munzang Media. I want to thank Coach Mo McNally for her expertise, and we'll be adding more soccer and field hockey games as we go through, particularly towards the playoff time. We'll be doing some playoff games, and Halldale certainly looks like a playoff team, Coach, so
They sure
we'll try to
do.
get up here for a playoff game if they host, as well as Gardner, the other high school that we cover here for field hockey. We'll have Gardner field hockey next week. Well, that's going to be a wrap. We'll see you soon here on Munzing Media. So long, everybody. Carver's Driving Academy is the perfect place to learn the rules of the road. Prepare to hit the road with confidence with their 3-week intensive course. Students will not only learn the basics of driving, but we offer individual high-intensity instruction. We offer in-person and online classes, and our 3-week classes are perfect for student athletes. At Carver's Driving Academy, we are driven to excellence. Check us out on Facebook or email us at carversdriving@gmail.com.